Hello guys, I'm Spicy Bill and this is going to be a review on the Bandai Master Grade 1/100 scale Gouf Custom. This kit was released in 2001 and it's a very old kit. So, don't expect too much out of this kit. You can get this kit pretty much for dirt cheap these days. So, I'm actually not even going to compare this kit to the HUC Gouf Custom because it will make this master grade look bad comparing it to a smaller high grade, because the high grade actually came out in 2010 and it's got some modern articulation. So this kit is just very old. It's got like the old style ball joint to the polycap system for the hips and single jointed elbows and all that nonsense. So anyway, the box is pretty simple. Retail price for this kit is 3,000 yen, but yeah, like I said, you can get this kit for dirt cheap. So, I mean, I guess even if you're paying around like 30 bucks for it, still not bad. So, yeah. Let me change that. 30 bucks is okay. It's you don't want to pay more than 30 bucks for this kit. So anyway, inside we got this insert right here. It says MG. I like this picture, but immediately you can see some problems with this kit. See over here, you can see the shield. It's not color accurate. This piece here is supposed to be gray, and it is not gray. So that's very problematic. And you also see a few color inaccuracy. Well, you get a statue of Norris Packer, basically. That's in this color. You have to paint it if you want it to be anime accurate. So we just have that, and then we also have a tiny pilot version of Norris Packer, and also have a smaller one that sits inside the cockpit. So let's see. Well, what other color inaccuracy are there? Let's go ahead and take a look. The blue is not the right color. As far as panel angles, I think everything else is okay. Okay, so the wrist part here, these things are supposed to be gray. Just molded in blue. And let's see. Well, these little parts supposed to be gray. So that's missing color there. Other than that, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, so that's okay. Alright, so what I like about this kit, I'm just going to focus on the positives after this. So what I like about this kit is the ability to interchange the hand. It's actually a pretty interesting design. I like this better than the high grades. Even the modern high grades, where you can just lift out the hand, part of the hand, and then the weapon comes off, and then you can swap out the fingers like that. So that is still a very good design, honestly. I like that. Okay, and then for accessories, we got this piece right here. This is for the heat rod. I don't know why this thing is called a heat rod. It's like the kind of like the Zaku Manor. It has this weapon called the Magnet Harken. This thing magnetizes like a mobile suit and then pull it toward you for the Gouf. So I don't know why it's called a heat rod. On the Gouf, the regular Gouf non-customized version is actually a heat rod, because it's this thing that comes out and then it heats up and it becomes like a whip. This thing is more like a grappling hook, magnetized grappling hook. So technically this is a Magnet Harken. So what the heck? So yeah, alright, so this is a Magnet Harken, man. It's not a heat rod. So there we go. Alright, and of course we have the sword, the heat sword, heat saber, whatever you want to call it. We got the Gatling shield right here. Like I said, color inaccuracies. But hey, the sword can be fitted inside here. Even the old high grade kit has this feature. So yeah, and then we also have the machine gun right here. This time it's got the clear orange lens that I installed. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there is the orange lens right there. And this thing can articulate. Okay, and then the shield can obviously be attached to the hand right here. Like that, and then you just plug this thing in here. It's gonna get really heavy, but he's able to wield it, sort of, if you balance him. Now this kit doesn't have any ports for the action base, so either you drill a hole or you have to use like the forklift type. But hey, look, it can balance with the Gatling shield, so that's pretty good. Alright, it's not like a super loosey-goosey kit. I know this, like, the waist section is a little bit loose. I have the same experience with the, I had the worst experience with the Gundam Ground Type, the Master Grade Gundam Ground Type. That thing was horrendous. But this one here, it's, I guess the Zeon kit, since it has, like, bell bottoms or like bigger lower legs, it can balance itself a lot better than the Gundam. Yeah, don't expect any kind of kneeling pose out of this guy, because it just can't do it. It can't do it. It can't even lift the leg up here because the front skirt is completely one piece. Let's see, you can, the best you can do is like you can lift it like this, because it's a ball joint that attached to the waist. And yeah, this is as far as you're gonna get. This is not a kneeling pose. I don't know what kind of pose this is. This is just him falling over like that. Okay. Well, you can adjust the mono eye. You can lift this part up. It's kind of like a chore. You have to get your finger in there and then try to adjust this thing a little bit like that. Yeah, so you can do that if you want to. So what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? Let's go ahead and talk about articulation. So of course you have the hinge for the feet. So actually, you know what? Let's try to do the feet hinge thing. So see if we can kind of kneel. This is not kneeling. This is stupid. But hey, I guess if you activate that part, you can kind of make it look like it's trying to kneel. This is better than nothing, right? Yeah, I guess that works. Okay. Alright, so we have double joint the knee, although it's going to look very ugly. Like I said, ball joint to the polycap, so don't expect too much articulation out of that. The side skirt can articulate. It is, however, severely hindered by the power cable. We have the waist articulation, which once again, severely hindered. We have a hinge right here, but it really doesn't do anything since the power cable is still hindering the articulation. Now what's cool is you have the cockpit opening gimmick, if I can get it to actually work using my hobby knife. But there we go. There's Norris Packer in there, unpainted. And let's see. Well, we have the shoulders. It's a ball joint, so you can, I guess you can kind of pretend it's have like the butterfly function. That's okay. The shoulder armor, it's a separate piece, a polycap that goes onto a ball joint hinge. So the arm can technically almost go perpendicular. If you fiddle around with this a little bit. If you remove the shoulder armor, the arm can go perpendicular. Alright, so we have that, we have a hinge, we have the bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, obviously ball hinge for the wrist, it's just a polycap. And the head is a ball joint that allows it to rotate 360, which is quite impressive. And yeah, it's it doesn't have a chicken neck, it's just, you're just playing with that ball joint right there. So all in all, a very dated kit, but it's not good, but it is not terrible. If you can get it for 13 bucks, yeah, this is definitely a good deal for 13 bucks, or even 20 bucks. I dare to say 20 bucks because that's how much the high grade cost. So, yeah, it's a little bit worse than the high grade, but there are some redeeming factors for if you collect 1/100 scale. There isn't, you don't have any other options if you want a Goop custom. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what, I'll probably put this guy up on eBay to raise some funds for this channel. So if you guys are interested, definitely check out my eBay store very soon. Yeah, I kind of want to paint this guy green for a project, but then, you know, look at this. I'm just not feeling it anymore. So yeah, it only took me about 2 hours to put this together, including putting on the stickers and panel linings, so it's not too bad. Alright, so I hope you guys find the review information helpful. Well, okay, before we're done, we also got this bag of leftover parts, mostly power cables and some leftover parts from the 1.0 Goof and the master grade polycaps. We got also extra hand parts for the left hand, and we also got this sheet of dry transfers, so that's actually really nice. Alright, and then we have the instruction manual. Should have really talked about this in the beginning, but anyway, here we go. Ace Pilot, Yo with Delight, Gatling Shield, Heat Rod, nah, it's not Heat Rod. Pilot, Norris Packer, the rear view, blah blah blah. Of course, color is not accurate. All the parts, how to assemble. We got some mechanical info here for the machine gun and the Gatling gun. That's pretty cool. The heat rod, or I'm gonna call it the magnet Harken. We have the shield and we have the sword. We have Norris Packard. Supposedly, like, Norris Packard is kind of like a father figure to the you know, the Zeon and Zeon character, whatever her name was. Yeah, so he's kind of an important character, and technically he's not like a super asshole, because it's war. They're just fighting. Alright, so we also have more technical drawings of the Goof. I like that. Zeonic MSN0 MS07B3. Yeah, this is made by the Zeonic company, and it is not a Goof. I mean, it is not a Zaku. Alright, that's it. Hope you guys find the information helpful. Thanks for watching.